All right, so resuming from the last video here, I'm gonna go over setting up the Blitz campaign and um and then also setting up a cold calling campaign. All right, so let's start with the cold calling campaign. Okay, first thing first, we're gonna go back into marketing, and then we go back into campaigns here. Okay, we're gonna create a campaign, and then you want to give it a name. I say do cold calling dash pre-for close. And then I'm gonna save that there. Okay. Next thing, we're gonna do a campaign configuration. So you want to put in your window and the user there, and then you'll come here, add an event, and then you want to make sure you select manual call. Okay. So now anything that goes into this campaign is going to end up on your dashboard in manual actions. Okay. There's two places you can go for manual actions. From the dashboard, you could click here. It can bring you to the screen, or you can click contacts on the main menu here. Go to manual actions. It bring you the same screen here. Okay. Now, a couple of things they're going to do. You can select the cold calling campaign. So let's say I select that one right there. I can select who is assigned to. And then once I'm ready, I can click let's start. And then the system will start dialing the number one at a time. Okay. So I'm kind of waiting for some things to process here so I can actually show you how that actually works. All right. Now, second thing I want to show you is how to create the Blitz method campaign. So you just come back to marketing campaign. You come here, create a campaign. You might just call this Blitz. Blitz dash pre-foreclose. Okay. Hit save. Campaign configuration, so you can configure that information. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up a cold call. Okay, so we're going to set up that manual call there. Okay, next thing we want to do is we actually want to set up a task. Okay, and the task is going to be next step, send SMS campaign, send SMS. Okay, and then you could say that's going to be due in 1 day. Hit save. Or let's do 2 days. Hit save. Okay. So we just go like this. And then you just put in the description to help remind you of what this is about. Okay. Hit save. Okay. So now what I want to do is I'm going to change this. So I'm going to say we want to do this task 3 days after that. Okay. So after 3 days. Okay. So what this saying is after the cold call 3 days later, we're going to get a task created for us to send an SMS. Okay. Now we're going to add another event, but this time we want to do an RVM. So I'm going to hit add a task. We're going to be calling this RVM. Okay. Next step in the process, send RVM. Okay. That's going to be due in 3 days. Give you some time, hit save. Okay. So now after 0, we don't change that to 3, change minutes to days. Okay. Then the next step is going to be another cold call. So then you just do add a task. Okay. This is going to be cold call. All right. The next step in the process, send cold call. Okay. Do a couple of dates here. Hit save. Change that from 0 to 3. Couple of days. Okay. So this is going to be your Blitz method, right? You get a cold call, and next you get a text message, and next you get a task to send an SMS. Okay. Then you get 3 days later, you'll get another task, send an RVM. Okay. 3 days later, you'll get another task, cold call. All right. And then we're gonna do another one. We're gonna do add a task is gonna be send a text message. Okay. Then you just put a description as far as what you need. Okay. You just put in a description as far as what you're looking for. Change that for when you want that to happen 3 days later. All right. So here's what we tell the system. Hey, we want to do a manual cold call right away. 3 days later, we want to have a task created. Okay. 3 days later, another task created for RVM. 3 days later, another task created for cold call. 3 days later, another task created for text message. And you can continue to build this out. Like, it depends on how far you want to build it out, right? But you can actually build it out that way. Okay. So this is how you actually implement the Blitz method. If you have any questions on this, make sure you talk to your coach. Thank you for your time. And then I have another video coming up for you. We're going to be talking about actually implementing these campaigns.